Kind of go with these glasses here. I thought we have. I've got something lined up in Luke chapter 6 for later, and see what we have this afternoon. Kind of an interesting live this morning, but it was all good. Yep, sunny, some clouds, no rain today. I don't see no chance of any rain unless that wind blows in a thunderstorm from somewhere. But right now it's windy and sunny, and we got some videos. We still got another short video to put on a little later. But we're pretty much, other than live highlights, we're pretty much done today for videos. So we'll have the live highlights. Probably have a late evening live. Might be shortened a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to go to prayer to church. To try to leave here a little after 6 o'clock, I think. Yeah, so I'm not going to take an afternoon walk. We'll just kind of relax and go with it that way. And yeah, we're definitely connecting with the local community. And a lot of people know that we're going to be doing something. So the word's starting to get out there, and it's starting to spread around this area. They know it's going to be a while, but it is coming. And a lot of all the kids are off today. They seem to be off in Cebu also, from what I've heard. So that's okay. And we'll see what's happening here this afternoon. If we get kind of into that vibe of this morning, it'll probably be a short live. But if we get a little crazy with a lot of new people, we're going to do a long one. So just have to wait and see how it works. Right now, they're coming in a little slow. We have one person checking it out. We're going to get going here. I'm waiting for the day where we got 20, 30 people ready to rock and roll right away. And that'll happen in the future. We've had that happen once or twice on a live already. We're heading towards 70 lives. I think we'll be at number 70 pretty soon. I'll count them on our playlist pretty soon. Yeah, welcome on in. Some people have just jumped into the room. Hi there, Pia. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Diego. Nice to have you in. Welcome. We're a channel that's going to be helping others, being positive, encouraging. We're going to be helping the community, okay? So we're going to be doing a lot of different things on this channel. This is the beginning of our 3rd month, and so we're doing really good that way. Double tap the screen, get connected, okay? Because we're going to be doing a lot of great things for the community. We're just working on our watch hours. Of course, we always love people to get more and more connected. Nice to see you from the Philippines. That's awesome. I am in the Philippines. My name is David Barton. I'm married to a Filipino wife. We are retired in the Philippines. We're in northern Mindanao, and we're going to be helping places here around the neighborhood, wherever the feeding programs go with the church. We're going to support those, and then we're going to be doing some stuff around the neighborhood. Then we're going to move our way over to Africa and places beyond as the channel goes on and on. We'll be able to help a lot of people. Hi, Griffin. It's nice to see you. I am in the Philippines full time, and we are going to be doing helping others. We're going to be encouraging channel, positive channel. Check us out. It's going to be awesome. And we're already moving in a positive direction. We've been only around 2 months, and we're already up to 1,400 and some subs, so we're doing good. Yes, that's good. I'm glad you're in the Philippines. I am. We retired here last August. I love it here. Is it perfect? No, but it's really nice compared to what's going on in the rest of the world. And we're going to be helping a lot of people here, and then we'll move out the help further and further. No limits with God. I've already got a safe way to give to Africa through our church in Springfield, Missouri, because we went to Africa trip back in 2019. And so I have ways to get money to orphanages there. I'm going to be checking into an orphanage that's up in Iligan City. I've got to see what it's funded by, see what they need, if they need something. Once we get monetized in April or early May, and then we start getting some money, by summertime, we should be able to help them. So we're going to try to do that too. So we got a lot of things we're going to do. with this channel. We want to help others, and we keep it positive in here. Sometimes I do a life story. Sometimes I do a story about Africa. We sometimes have people ask questions in the comments, and want to do that too. So we'll see what happens. I've been doing lives now for about a month and a half, and we try to do either 2 or 3 lives a day, except on Sundays. I've got mostly, I do videos in the morning, and there's always videos on my site. We're up to 350 videos between the lives and the others, so we're getting going. And it's nice to be in the Philippines because it's a lot easier to take nice videos here than it is in America. Yeah, it's really awesome. It's a windy, sunny day, plenty warm, and it's really good. Thank you for the people that are coming in and checking it out. I know we have quite a few people in the background that like to run it the whole time that I'm on, so for watch hours. So you're going to see the number kind of vary up there. Sometimes it'll be quite a bit. You'd be surprised. And with that many people, if they are really coming to check it out, we're going to have some more people commenting soon. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe, okay? We're going to do some great things. I always resubscribe the next day. I normally always find you either in my subscriber list or it'll be with a comment on a video. And I'll make sure to get you subscribed back. Yet we've been doing fantastic. We had a rockin' hot February. We gained 1,100 subs in February. We've gained 100 and something in March so far, but that's okay. We're gaining and we're getting watch hours and we're moving forward. So it's really cool. Right now, we just kind of like pushing it forward every time we try to do a live. This morning was kind of a lot of the regulars were in here. We had some new people and they did subscribe, but we had quite a different mix this morning. Normally we get new people in here quite a bit because there's, we're kind of a new channel. So it's awesome. I love seeing all you guys. And we should have some, Pat should be in here soon and a few others in a little bit here. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Hi there, Colton. Nice to see you. Very nice. Thank you for coming back. Yeah, we have a lot of good things. We really have gone through a lot of barriers, because a lot of people remember when we only had 200 subs, and now we're at 1,430, I think, as of when I started this live. Yeah, so it's really good. Welcome back, Ross. Nice to see you. I think Pat will be in, but he's in some other rooms too. He said he's going to stay up pretty late over in Indiana. He wants to stay up until the middle of the night. He can do that if he's not working the next day. He's recovering from kind of a little accident anyway. So, yes, so it's nice. We try to keep it positive in here the best we can. And we're going to do a little life story right now. Believe it or not, I know I seem a lot different now. I didn't know God back then. And plus it was way different in the 60s and 70s. But one of the ways to not be so shy was to go to rock concerts. So with my cousin Randy and me, we would go and see different rock concerts. Starting in 1978, we seen Boston. Sammy Hagar was the lead act for them. Sammy Hagar was very young then. He's now in his 70s. And that was kind of cool. Yes, like and subscribe. We're going to be helping others. And we went and seen AC/DC on the Back in Black tour. We seen them another time, probably the next year or two. Can't remember when that was. And then we seen Rush a couple times, and so it was just kind of one of those times back then when concerts were cheap. I know people these days, when they go to a concert, they got to pay hundreds of dollars for a ticket. We paid most of the time anywhere from $8 to $15, depending on what. Normally we'd just get general admission tickets and go right down to the floor. And when we seen AC/DC in 1980, it was only a 5,000 seat venue. So, I mean, it was so loud in that hockey rink that you could have just about blown your head clean off. But it was great because it was just, you're young, you're 18, you're 19 years old. It doesn't hurt your ears that much. I quit doing it in 1985, so thankfully I've got most of my hearing. If I had kept doing rock concerts until the 90s or beyond, I'd probably be partially deaf. It was that loud. It was very loud, yes. Hi, Ponce. Nice to see you in here. Welcome on in. We're going to be helping others. I am David Barton. We are in the Philippines full time. I'm originally from Michigan, USA. We have some of our moderators that are from the USA. They'll be coming in later. We also love the Philippines, love Africa. I checked out a few Africa. I was in a Nigerian channel today, Grace. I also checked out Precious JD in Kenya. I'm normally going to River Girl, but I didn't see her on today. Maybe I'll catch her just for a second. Every once in a while, our Wi-Fi will click out for a second. It was fine. It reconnected right away. Yeah, what I'm doing today, I took some videos this morning. I had a morning live. We got a couple subs, but we didn't have a lot of new people this morning. We have some kind of revisiting ones this time, plus some new people coming in. Normally the afternoon lives when I get the most new people, especially from Europe. We get a lot from Europe. Some late, we get a lot of West Coast of the United States, and we get a lot of Philippines. Today in the Philippines, because I talk in northern Mindanao, so there's a lot of kids playing around on their phone or playing outside. Yeah, it's doing great. Hi there. Nice to see you, Said. Nice to see you in this. Hey, hi, welcome from Nigeria. No sooner did I talk about Nigeria, and all of a sudden, Nigeria's in the room. That's awesome. It's almost like you had to do that. Yes, I do remember you, Taylor. That's awesome. Welcome on in. We were just talking about Africa a little bit. I also talked about back when I was young, used to go to a lot of rock concerts. Still like that music, but of course I do mostly Christian music now. We're doing more godly things, so I don't really listen to that as much. We listen to a lot more Christian songs. Yeah, we're doing fantastic. Things are great. I had a talk with some people in the community. They're excited. Rose lives in a area where there's a lot of poor people, and the church knows where those areas are. So when we start our feeding and stuff this summer, we're probably going to be feeding in some of those areas of friends of mine that are in that work over by the 7-Eleven. So we shall see exactly where we end up and where we go. And of course, I'm going to bless this community here, and then we're going to bless Africa. I have safe ways to give to Africa right now. I don't think we have any churches in Nigeria, but I know we have churches in Uganda, Malawi, Zambia, Kenya, Tanzania, maybe in Mozambique now. And so I don't know about Nigeria. I'll have to check with my pastor over in America and see where some of the other churches are starting up. But I still like to be connected to Nigeria, even though they've had some issues lately. I pray for the safety of people in Nigeria. Hey, ProScope, nice to see you. Yes, it's awesome. And yeah, I'm glad that Nigeria was able to join. I'm sure a little later, maybe Precious JD will be able to come on in. I know sometimes Tina comes in from Kenya. We got Kanini is normally live, so she may not come in this afternoon. We'll see. But yeah, we have some of that. I really love the memories I had in Africa. Yes, I did see people from Mozambique and Uganda, but we really only went to 3 countries, Kenya, Malawi, and Zambia. But we did see people from other countries that were visiting those countries, so that was good. And I love the African people. Yes, hi Alex, nice to see you. Yes, happy Friday. It's going great here. It's really sunny, really warm, but we are near the ocean, so maybe it's a degree or 2 cooler than it would be somewhere else, but definitely one of those high 80s, right around 88 or 89 type day. But it's really windy, so it feels cooler outside. It doesn't feel as bad. I'd say for us, normally we don't get a breeze this strong. I'd say we're probably 15 to 20 miles per hour. I don't know what it is in kilometers, but in America, this would be like a 15, maybe. Trees are moving around quite a bit, so anyway. Yes, we're doing good. I took some motion videos today. I also took where I'm showing my face and we're just talking a little bit about kindness. I put a short kids video on from yesterday's party over at the park. It's kind of like a park slash cemetery. So it's kind of used for both. Hi, Viva. Nice to see you. Yes, double tap the screen. We've kind of been getting some new people in at the beginning. We're getting some people, obviously, some of our regulars in the afternoon too. Still praying for a lot of UK, Ireland, France, all that to kind of come in. Europe is at that kind of time of day where they should be coming alive and coming around. And so that should start happening here pretty soon. And we'll start getting more Europe, especially in our evening lives, especially. Yeah, we've had a lot of 17, 25, a lot of different people are in the background evidently not commenting, and that's okay. Let's just keep checking it out. We're going to be helping others. A big chunk of the money from this channel will be going out to the community, okay? There'll be some that stays here in a fund, and when I need it, I'll have it. Like, if let's say we just had somebody at the church, I won't mention her name, but she had to have something done to her leg. They can't afford what was done. In the future, if we have some money put aside, I can donate towards that. I can give extra, okay? It would be like something like, let's say people are just giving, 100 or 200, 300 pesos. I can give 1,000 because I'll have that extra money on the side and it won't be a big deal. 1,000 pesos is not much, but it's a lot better than what I could give if I was not running a channel like this. We're not monetized. We will be, okay? We're heading in that direction. We're right around 700 watch hours, and we will push that up and up and up and up all month and into April, and we'll see where we are when we get to that point. The kids are off today, and they are watching. Now, they can see me through the glass a little bit, and it's tinted, but for some reason, kids have got laser focus. They can see me through the glass. Hey, hi there, Yaki. Yes, I do remember you. Welcome on back. Yes, there's people in the background. I know there is because whenever we have numbers in the double digits or 9 or above and they're not commenting, we know we have people in the background. That's good, though. I know Zandy likes to do that, where she'll try to be here the whole time, so I get watch hours for that. I know that Sammy does that sometimes in guitar, and they're having a lot of issues right now, so she may not be doing that, but she could be. I wouldn't know for sure. But I know I've got some other friends like Grace and some others that love to do that. I know Grace does it almost every one of my lives, where she will maybe message once or twice, and then she will leave it on so that I get the watch hours on this. So that's very nice of her to do so. Yes, very nice. Let's have some more people pop in. Yes, I'm glad you're a YouTuber. That's great. Fantastic. I know Chuck has been doing a lot of that too. He's been very nice. I forgot to playlist last night. I did playlist a little bit this afternoon. I will again after I'm off my live. I'll run my phone a little bit or maybe run it on the TV. I will YouTube. I'll do that a little bit. We've got ladies coming over to the house a little after 5 o'clock. So obviously I'll have to turn it off by then. Maybe I'll just do it on my phone. We'll see. Yes, we're doing great. I really appreciate everybody that's been helping. I went into Jonah's room, and Jonah has been very nice to every once in a while at night pop in to one of my lives, and I just support her over there, even though it's a totally different channel, but it's fine. I really appreciate anybody that's going to support me, and who knows? She's got a very successful channel. I can learn things from her. She's got 60,000 subs, okay? I know that there's some other Diva that's been talking about ones that have 1 million, but 60,000 is a little more realistic goal at the moment than 1 million, okay? Someday we will be there, but we're not doing 1 million subs right now. We're at 1,430. So we've got a ways to go to get to 1 million, but it's coming because if we help others, that's going to make the engine even go faster, okay? Everything's going to go faster after we start helping people. It's building now, but it's really in the future. Hi there, Big Banana. I was on one of your lives Yes, New Zealand has a theme park. Well, that's cool. Cedar Point over by Sandusky, Ohio. Boblo Island, back when it existed, it's been gone for over 30 years now. I remember some other theme parks I went to. I went to Kings Island back in 1980. We went to SeaWorld in Cleveland, which has been closed for a long time. But back in 1980, it was very popular at that time. And so got to see all that in 1980. We did a lot of camping on that trip. And at 18 years old, 19 years old, you can sleep on the ground. I cannot sleep on the ground anymore. My body will not tolerate it now. Not a chance. Yeah. Big Banana, I like to check out your lives. I watched this last live that you were doing. I think it was raining just a touch maybe, but it was you were walking around and heading towards somewhere. I like to try to check them out when I can. I'll try to get into your next live whenever I can. I appreciate the support, and it's great. And said, I love you being in here. I've got to check out your site and get on some of your videos. I will. Yes, I've been very appreciative of everybody, okay? And if I haven't gotten to your site yet, please give me some time, okay? I promise that I got a couple hours this afternoon. I will be looking around. I will go to some different sites and look for some different things. So Panda Cell is going by. They love their Panda Cell here, 5 pesos a piece. They're like small rolls. I'd say they're like a little bit bigger version of a roll, but they've got this kind of like cornmeal top on them. Not heavy, just a very light dusting of. So when you eat it, you kind of get that extra little something. People love it here. It's very popular. I buy the little ones down the street that are only 2 pesos a piece, and then I put them in a little tub, and they stay soft for days. So that's the way I do it as far as eating that. Yes, very nice. You just finished the show. Thank you. That's awesome. Said, I appreciate your support. I probably could list 30 people that are really heavy-duty supporters of this channel. There may even be more. Obviously, there's a lot of regulars that come in here, but I'm talking about the ones that are starting to get connected in different ways. I'm still right now mostly are talking through comments, but I have 2 of my supporters who are on WhatsApp now talking to me. I have actually 3 because I'm also talking to Levi from Future Farmers of Auckland. We just have some things in common, even though he's way younger than me. We have some growing type things in common. I love gardens. I love plants. I planted a lot of flowers in my life. I planted trees and shrubs. I'm used to nature type stuff. And he's a farmer of vegetables, and he does chickens. And I worked at Vital Farms, so I know about chicken eggs. Yes, I know how they're laid. Okay, I know where they come out of. Whereas a lot of kids in big cities don't even know where eggs come from, which is pretty sad. They need to learn that stuff. Yeah, there you go. Said that's what you got to do. I know it's not easy to take videos. I'm lucky. I moved here to the Philippines way before I started a YouTube channel, and I have all the advantages of having beautiful scenery and everything else. I forgot where you're at, but wherever you're at, find out where you can take your videos. If you're in the Philippines, it'll be pretty easy for you. But if it's somewhere else, find the beauty in things there and just go with it, and you'll figure it out. Hi, Tio. It's nice to see you. Hi, Jesse. That's great. Orthodox is in the room. Welcome in, Orthodox. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get there, Said. It's going to be okay. I've got 300 between my old lives and everything else. I'm now up to 350 videos. Back when I started January 4th, I had 2 videos. That's it. And I didn't do any lives until late January. So it's taken a while to build it up. But now I'm starting to build it, and the watch hours are starting to take off a little bit, and they'll take off even more as we go. So it's getting better. Yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden, we've got Moderator City going on here. And Big Banana's in here so much that for future reference, he can be one too, because he's been in here so much now that I trust him in the future. Because sometimes in the evening, I don't have many moderators. My American ones might be sleeping. Some of my ones in the Philippines might be busy with family. And so sometimes I need extra moderators at night. So we'll see. By the way, tonight's live could be late. I've got to go to, I'm going to a prayer meeting on Friday night. I haven't gone to it in a while. I'm going to go to that. It gets done around 7:30 or quarter to 8. Then I got to walk, have a snack. So tonight's live could be late. 8:30 to 9:30 maybe. Welcome on in, everybody. There's a bunch of new people that are hanging in the background, or people are playing it for watch hours. But there's definitely some other people in here that are looking at it. We're going to be helping others. My name, I'm going to be saying this in case there's some new people about ready to come in. We're going to be helping others in the community in Philippines, and we are going to be helping Africa. So the people that are from Africa here, I'd say within 2 or 3 months, we're going to start sending money to Africa. Mostly it's going to go to Kenya and Malawi at first. But if I find some connections to other parts of Africa where it's safe, by later this year, we could be sending money to other sections of Africa. And then next year, who knows how big it's getting by that time, okay? We've grown by leaps and bounds in 2 months. We're only on month number 3, okay? Only on month number 3 right now. So we just started it. So we're really going good. And yeah, I'll definitely going to have to check out your site. I'm going to love that. Yes, double tap. Let's get the likes going. We've been doing pretty good. We have just, the people that are moderators are already connected, of course, unless for some reason you've somehow not subscribed, which is rare. It has happened with one moderator. He went and looked at his thing, and he found out that he was not subscribed to me, so he did. So there has been a couple of those where that happens sometimes. You forget. Hi, Noah. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. It's just been one of those kind of days so far. We've had any new people we've had today, they've subscribed right away. They really like what they see. So we're doing pretty good. There's a lot of motorbikes and bikes going around because all the kids are off school. So they are moving around, and they don't like to walk around in the sun. They will ride on a bike. I'll show you, if I catch some of them here, I'll flip the screen around. You can see them come by when we get the next group of them. Hi there, Lydia. It's nice to see you. Yeah. Oh, it's good. I'm glad that you're going to be doing that, Big Banana. That's awesome. You kind of get in contact, leave some messages on my videos, and I will send a comment back to you. And I also have email in my description. I don't mind email. If I, sometimes we've had a couple people reach out to me for WhatsApp. We can do that too. But I don't put my WhatsApp on the actual channel yet. I will give information if I deem necessary through a message. You screenshot it, and then I'll delete it or something of that nature if we need to do that in the future. But just enjoy coming in right now, and maybe we'll get connected in the future that way. So it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that it's I'm trying my best to get more Africa people finding out about the channel. And the way to do that is go hit some lives in Africa. Well, whoever's doing lives in Africa, try to hit them, see some new people in their chat, and be able to tell you, hey, we're doing this in the Philippines, but it's also going to be for Africa in the future too, because I love Africa too. I've been to Africa. I've been to 3 countries in Africa, and I enjoyed all of it. Some of it was hard work because we weren't there to have a party. Now, we did have a lot of fun in Zambia. As it turned out, other than the 5 a.m. prayer and the church at night, we really did kind of, Bishop Eddie kind of took us around because Malawi was really hard, okay? I loved it. I loved the kids. But seeing people starving was not easy. I mean, we helped feed people, and we tried to do our best. But there was people there very desperate for food back then. I heard it's gotten a little better, but it was pretty bad in some areas of Malawi back in 2019. And so those 5 days, we had 2 days where we couldn't even take a shower because our hotel had no water. But otherwise, we managed. But it was definitely challenging as far as the reaching out. But we've seen a lot of miracles in Malawi, so that was a beautiful thing. But it was just kind of like, that was a tough place to be. And it was interesting, but tough. Kenya was easier, but Western Kenya was a little bit tougher, but we had a great hotel, so it wasn't that hard. Yeah, it's just one of those things where we were doing Eastern Africa, and Eastern Africa is not always easy, okay? The slums in Nairobi smelled like sewer 24/7, okay? The pipes are broke. They don't fix them, okay? So if you flush it, if they have any way to flush or do anything, it all ends up out in the street sooner or later, and it's running down the street. So that's kind of the way it works there, and down the hill from everybody else in Nairobi. So it's kind of, I think it's gotten better, but in 2019, that's the way it was. Well, I'll find out in the future if it's improved or not, and if people are paying attention to the slums in Nairobi. Yes, I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. Another thing that's been amazing is the people here. I posted some pictures of some different things. If you want to see pictures that I've recently taken, whether it's with Filipino kids or whether or somebody else or anything, they are in my posts, and they kind of show up in the community too. Videos, you know where to find those, but posts, I definitely do use the posts. So if you want to look at some pictures of different things, you're going to see interactions with either kids or adults or other people here in the Philippines that I do. And I will post some of those from time to time. So it's good. Yes, nice to see Colden is back. So great to have Big Banana in here today. And Lydia, I didn't get on your live very long, but I'll try to catch one later if you have one. And double tap the screen, like and subscribe, okay? If for some reason you're not connected, get connected. I think most of the people in here are connected. But we got new ones hanging around. Right now it says it's low, but then all of a sudden, bam, we got 15 people looking around again. So this channel is brand new, really, compared to the other channels. I've been looking, Grace has been around since 2019. I just looked at another channel here a while back, and they've been around since 2022. We've been around 2 months. So that's it, okay. We're just 2026, that's it. We started in January, so we got a long way to go, and we'll get there, okay? We're moving in a positive direction. I've been in the Philippines for 7 months, actually probably 7 months this Sunday. Today is the 6th. Yes, in 2 more days, it'll be exactly 7 months. We got here August 8th, the evening of August 8th. Well, afternoon, but yeah, whatever, afternoon or evening, August 8th. Of 2025. And at that time, I had it in my head that I wanted to keep doing cookies, cake, and different things like that to raise money here in the Philippines. And it's still feasible, but you got to remember, not everybody here wants to spend money on that. They may, if it's really a great product, then the cookies are way different than any cookies they have here. They seem to be addicted to buying prepackaged cookies like Oreo, off-brand Oreos and all that kind of stuff if they want cookies, or Ovaltine cookies, things of that nature. They seem to be more into the bread here. But in America, Filipinos bought my cookies like mad. So I'm sure they would buy them here, but my profit margins are going to be pretty slim, and it would not make a lot of money to help others, whereas YouTube has much more potential. You got people around the world, and as they give, whether I'm doing it through PayPal or YouTube or anything else, that money would add up way quicker than any cookies. Plus, all I have to do is do videos and lives, which is a lot less energy than buying ingredients in Iligan City, bringing them back here, wearing out ovens, trying to bake all the cookies and cake. And so I think I'm just going to do cookies for people around here to enjoy. And we'll do my recipes to kind of keep myself in practice. But for the most part, most of my energy is going to go into this channel, okay? This is where the energy is going to go, and this is where we can actually make a bigger difference, okay? If I do sell cookies, it's going to be just once in a great while. It's not going to be that much because this channel is where all the potential is. So we're going to go doing it this way. Yes, it's awesome. We're going to be keep moving. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. You do what you got to do, Big Banana. Thank you so much. I appreciate any help. It's fantastic. And, you know, we got people like that are doing that. I know Sammy's been having trouble in the Middle East, but I did catch one of her lives late last night before I went to sleep. So she's still doing live, so I guess she's safe, and that's a good thing. I have a few other people that are in the Middle East also. And Mila worked in Saudi Arabia until September 11th. And then a couple months after that, she had to go back to the Philippines for a while. But yeah, she was in Saudi for quite a while back before she met me. Cool. It's nice to see everybody else in here. Another experience in Africa that was way different than anything I was used to. You know, they told us before we left not to eat food that was prepared by private families. Well, I didn't follow that rule at all, and I never got sick once. So I guess, you know, maybe you're not supposed to do that, but we did because when we went to Zambia, 2 meals a day were cooked by the lunch and dinner, and there was one breakfast, but most of the time lunch and dinner was cooked by Eddie Malinga's wife and her family. And it was very nice of them to feed us while we were there. We had breakfast at the hotel most of the time, but there was one special one. Maybe it was the day before we were leaving or something, they did a breakfast too. But I never got sick on any of that. I know that when we were in the slums in Nairobi, the women were cooking us all the different things and goat and everything else. And we never got sick on any of that food either. So as far as I'm concerned, my body handled it just fine in Africa. We did have a couple times where we were in more fancy hotels and we ate at restaurants. That was few and far between, but it did happen in Kenya, especially in Nairobi. We did eat a little bit. We got blessed to be able to stay. They didn't have any rooms except on the 8th floor. And this was our second time around in Nairobi, and we were there about 3 days, maybe 4. And as it turned out, if you got a room on the 8th floor, you got free breakfast, lunch, and dinner down the hallway. They had this big restaurant area, and they would keep it stocked with food all 3 meals. So we enjoyed that, even though we weren't able to enjoy the lunch normally because we were out in the slums of Nairobi during that time. But in the morning, in the evening, we could enjoy that free food, even though it was included in the price of the room, obviously. So yeah, so we did have some times where we had some luxury. We had other times where it's like, no. No drip of water out of anything in Malawi most of the time, and no phone service in Malawi. Now they do, but back then, if you didn't have Wi-Fi, you were not doing anything. My wife didn't hear from me for 4 straight. Finally, the day before we left Malawi, we had Wi-Fi, Bishop Capito's house, and that's when I was able to send messages to my wife, and she finally knew I was okay. We warned them that we may not have phone service in Malawi, and in 2019, that was the case. There was very little phone service there. I'm sure that's improved over the last 7 years. Yeah. Oh, yes, Nairobi is fine. I'm not in Nairobi right now. I was there in October of 2019 before the pandemic, and we were mostly except for our hotel. We had a good hotel. We have one of the higher hotels. And the reason why they did that is for our jet lag when we came into Nairobi in September, and for when we got done with Malawi and Zambia and came back to Kenya. They wanted us to be comfortable for a couple nights each time. So we stayed at a pretty fancy hotel in Nairobi. But we were mostly doing most of our work during the day in the slums of Nairobi, not in the fancy part of town. And so, yeah, there was definitely a little bit more push that way. And it's fine. The kids loved it. We touched and were able to bless the kids at the school and the orphanage. Now there's more kids in the orphanage. We have a different building now. It's a little, so there's more kids that they have found on the street that needed to be brought in because they have no parents and they're not safe. They're safe and they're getting fed twice a day, and they got some good clothing and things of that nature. And we want to give more towards that so that they can be better and be able to be productive citizens. Yeah. Yes, I had a good time in Kenya. I thought that overall it was a great experience in Kenya. I was pretty dry at that time. They did get some rain about a month later. They did have some rain in Kenya and Western Kenya quite a bit. When we were over by the equator, it rained almost every day. But over by Nairobi was pretty dry the time we were there. But about a month later, they got a bunch of rain and they were okay. But yeah, it was a little dry in Malawi and a little dry in Nairobi at the time that we were there. But the rainy season started just after we went back home. We went home in the middle of October, and I guess it starts raining quite a bit, late October, November, and the area. So yeah, we kind of timed it so that it would not be super muddy and wet. And it made it easier to help the kids in Nairobi. It was great. It was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Ray, it's nice to see you. Yes, I really enjoyed being able to go to Africa in 2018, and I would like to come back. So as long as I can keep my health steady and keep my diabetes under control, I've been eating less. I've lost some weight. Remember, I lost so much weight, I'm going to put another hole in my belt. This belt is getting to a point where maybe if I lose a few more pounds, we may not be able to keep my pants up. So we may have to make some modifications, get a good old-fashioned thick nail and drive it through the belt and give myself a new hole in my leather belt. But yeah, we're doing great. I've got a little section in Luke 6 that I want to read here pretty quickly. And we're going to do that. We get a couple new people in, we'll do that. But I just thought you might enjoy some Africa stories. Kenya, maybe they don't want to hear. You can hear my perspective and my opinion. And I love the African people. They went out of their way to cook for us. They went out of their way to be welcoming to us. And in the slums of Nairobi, nobody from a small church like ours has ever been there before from America. Big churches have probably sent some people to Nairobi before, but nobody had a small church with just 4 people show up in Nairobi and start doing work, missions work. And so it was interesting and a lot of fun and a lot of work too. Yeah. Okay, I will look at that. I'll look for some names that it's either going to be in my inbox or it's going to be in the spam because I've had somebody else send an email and it went in the spam, but I'm sure it might go in the inbox too. So I'll check it after the live and I will definitely connect with you. And I have WhatsApp, so that's probably the way we'll connect. I'll probably email you back my phone number, or you got information in the email that I can connect to you. So we'll do that. Right now, things are going fantastic. I'm excited about what's going to happen with this channel in the future, and I love just going through the lives too. It seems like today is one of those life experience type days where we're having some new people, but we're having a lot of moderators in here too. So it's fine, whatever way it goes. Sometimes it can get crazy. And when that happens again, I love those times too. We had some crazy days in February, and guess what? There'll be some crazy ones in March. We had 4 different lives in February that were huge. We had for subs. We had one that was 90. We had one that was 89. We had another one that was 73. We had another one that was 56. Remember, we had a couple of them that were in the 50s just for one live. And then, we've had some other ones where we were in the 40s quite a bit. So we had some days where we were getting way over 100 subs a day in February. So that can happen again here in March. Right now, it's been kind of quiet, somewhere between 2 and 15 or 20. I think the highest one is 22 so far in a live in March, but that's fine. That happens too. Sometimes you just have to build it slowly, but I'm also putting on videos every day and putting watch hours down with my lives, and some people are going to start playlisting pretty soon, so that's good too. It all helps, right? Double tap the screen and get connected. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, I'll look for Derek. That'll be great. Hey, nice to see you from India. Thank you for coming in, Pra. It's nice to have you here. She's always so nice to come in. I'm doing fantastic. The lives have been more telling stories about Africa. It seems to be more about that. The first two has gone 46 minutes already, 47 minutes. Wow, time just flies. Yeah, it's been a good day. I started this one at about 20 after 1, so we'll be 20 after 2 here in about another 10 minutes in the afternoon here on Friday. We're probably going to go about an hour and a half with this one, but it could go longer. We have people coming here, but they're not coming until after 5 o'clock, so I've got some time. I posted some nice pictures. I got some pictures of some of the local people here. I got some pictures of my daughter, and we got some pictures of some other things that I'm going to be posting later. So there is community stuff and stuff in the post too. I know it don't help watch hours, but if you want to see some different pictures of me interacting, I got a little goofy with Trixie and Rizelle Ann today. They had a little tiny pair of pink glasses on, and it was just fake glasses. And so I put that on, took my other glasses off, and they were wearing my glasses, and I was wearing theirs, and it was kind of crazy and weird. And it's nice to see me when I'm relaxed with people. So if you want to see a little different side of me, look at the posts. They're in there. Yes. Yes, Anna, nice to see you. Hi, Fox. Long time. I think it's been a while since I've seen Fox. Yeah. And thank you so much. You're in here so much. I'm going to do this. If I can get it to work. There we go. Get her taken care of. She's been in here so much the last week, and she promotes my channel, so she might as well be lit up. Yep. And you don't really have to do much because most of the time I got plenty of them here anyway. Yeah, so it's awesome. Yes. Yeah, we're doing really good. I've been telling some stories about Africa. We've had somebody from Kenya that's reaching out. So we'll check that out after I get off the live. And we're doing really good. I feel good. I think I'll just freshen up later this afternoon because I'm going to try to go over to the church for a little bit. So we'll make sure that we're all kind of like dressed in something different than this later on. I've got some other clothes waiting for that later on. I don't think I'm going to sing much with the ladies today, but we'll see. It's English anyway, so it's easy for me. Whereas if they're singing Bisaya, that's when it's hard for me because singing Bisaya words is harder for me. But they got to do the English instead of in English. For me, it's like second nature. They do pretty good, though. Most of those ladies, for being older ladies, or at least in their 30s or older, do really good with their English. They think they don't have good English, but they do. And, of course, my wife has excellent English. She thinks that she struggles with words, but she really don't. I think Filipinos are better at English than they think they are. And you just have to compliment them, okay? Way too many foreigners from Europe and America come over here and complain about one little mistake they might make on English. Well, guess what? You're going to make a lot of mistakes on Bisaya or Tagalog, so you should just not be saying anything and just say, hey, great job, you're doing awesome. See, that's what people want to hear. And if they're really struggling, you could give them some tips, okay, and help them. But I haven't found that many people that struggle with English here. I ran into some older people, and their testimony had a little Bible. There couldn't speak a lot of English, not fast anymore. So we had somebody translate, and I did little sections at a time. But most of the time, people know English here pretty good. You're welcome. You're welcome. You've been here long enough. You promote the channel. You deserve it. You're here, and I appreciate you. You're part of my team, and you know, I'm glad you're part of the team. Believe it or not, I got 2 people in India that just are absolutely fantastic and are helping me out. So I am not going to be, I may even have more in India that I don't know about. I don't know yet. India is a huge country, and it's got a lot of people, okay? I think it's well over 1 billion people. If it isn't, it's very close. So India has a lot of people. I think they're the 2nd most populous country in the world. China's #1. I think India's #2. So there's a lot of people there. I don't know much about India, but I do know that the people there have treated me beautiful so far. So I'm not going to complain. They've been very loving towards me. So I love that. Yeah, I know you do, and I love it. And Krishna is the same way. I'm not pronouncing her name right, but she's always good. Yes, Orthodox, you've been awesome. And, you know, I kind of forget where some people are, but obviously the India ones stand out. And, of course, I know the ones that are from Australia and different things, and that's awesome, too. I just appreciate all the people that are helping out. That's something I've been thinking on the last couple of days, okay? When lives go like this and there's a lot of people that are coming back, like we've had some people today that showed up. I haven't seen them in days. So sometimes life pulls you away, right? And then you can come back. So I'm thankful that people come back, even if they're gone for a week, all of a sudden they pop back in. That's very nice. I like that. Hi there, God. It's nice to see you, Godson. That's awesome. Yeah, we're here to help others. We're going to be doing a lot of things in the community in Philippines and Africa in the future. Africa won't take that long to start sending money to Africa, probably 3 or 4 months. But Philippines will be getting helped depending on what kind of money comes in once we're monetized. I have no clue. This is the first time I've ever done a YouTube channel. And I had a channel all last year, but all it did was just sit there, and I used it to go around and watch sports. Okay, that's all I did. Other than, you know, trying to sell stuff and get ready to come to the Philippines. And I didn't think about starting a YouTube channel. I was thinking about raising money other ways. But this is the way to do it. And so we're going to help the community and do good. Double tap the screen and like and subscribe if you aren't already. Yes. Yeah, well, we got to... Oh, yeah, some other people might be bad. I know my signal's good here. Now, if I go outside, it gets bad. I don't know why I can't get people. It looks like it's full signal outside, but will not let people comment in the room. So evidently, one part of my signal disappears. I can go on the porch and it'll be fine. But if I go out and step through that gate and step out onto the road, evidently I don't have enough signal to run a live. I tried it and it didn't work. I only got 3 people in there. And everybody else was like, I can't get into your room. I can't get in. So we stay inside the house where the signal's good. Yes, some people struggle with their signal. I know that people in Cebu have trouble with their Wi-Fi. We had trouble in early February, but after that storm's been gone, we've had really good Wi-Fi for the last month. It's been really good. It's not gone off at all. Yes, thank you so much. I think this is a good time to read a little bit out of Matthew 6. I got to find my place because I didn't mark it with a pen, so I'm going to have to look. Yeah, this is going to be a story, Luke 6, and I'm going to start at verse 18. And I think we're going to go down to verse 24, I do believe. Or no, actually 25. 25 or 26. So we'll see if we got time to go all the way through this in one time. I didn't know it was that many verses, so we'll see what we can do. We'll try to read a little bit of it anyway, okay? And behold, men brought in a bed. A man was on a bed, which was taken, he was taken with palsy. In other words, he couldn't walk. And they sought means to bring him in and to lay him before Jesus. When they could not find a way to do that, because of the multitude of people, they went up on the housetop and let him down through the tiling with his couch into the midst before Jesus. So they lowered him down right in front of Jesus. And when he saw their faith, he said unto him, Man, thy sins are forgiven thee. And the scribes and the Pharisees began to reason, saying, Who is this that speaketh blasphemy? In other words, they didn't think that he could forgive sins. Who can forgive sins but God alone? But when Jesus perceived their thoughts, he answering unto them, and reason ye in your hearts. In other words, your hearts are not right. It's easier to say thy sins are forgiven thee, or to say rise up and walk. They're both the same thing, okay? Healing, your sins are forgiven, so thus you could be healed, okay? But you know that the Son of Man hath sins. He said unto the sick of the palsy, I say unto thee, arise and take up thy couch and go in thy house. So he healed, even though the Pharisees, they could have healed him. They didn't want to. They're all proud of themselves. Look at me, I'm great. But you can't have a heart to heal anybody, because if they had faith to heal, they could have done it too. And immediately he rose up before them and took up that whereupon he lay and departed to his own house, glorifying God. So that's 18 through 25. And the thing is in Luke 6. And the thing with that is the Pharisees had the power to heal. If they had faith in God, and instead of just walking around going, we tithe, we do this, we do our rituals, we do all that, but they had Jesus in a different part of the Bible said, you are vipers. In other words, their hearts were so far from God that he called them snakes, because what they did is they would put on a show in front of the people, but they wouldn't help the people. They wanted the people to come in and give them money, but they would never give any healing or anything else to them. Whereas Jesus actually would go out and heal the people and not ask for money. And if they gave money, great. But he didn't ask for money. Now here, what we're going to do is show you what the mission is and show you what we're going to be doing. And I will have different ways for you to give money. But if you don't give money, just be a supporter of the channel and God will bless you. And then if you get blessed in the future, give that. But I'm going to make sure that when money comes in from YouTube and other sources, some of it will go off to the side to save up, but some of it's going to go out to help people pretty quickly. And I've already warned the pastor that when that happens, May probably, I know definitely by June, but May probably at the earliest, we're going to start feeding people. Get ready to start doing something. Instead of doing it once every 3 months, we might be doing it every 2 weeks by the time we get later this year. So we're going to be doing feedings. I want to do some stuff around the neighborhood here, and then we're going to start giving to Africa. So it's coming, and we're pushing towards it. And doing these lives gets us watch hours, and I get watch hours with people doing playlists in the future. We'll see how the month of March goes, and then we'll just push right into April, right? And I'm doing lots of videos. I bet you by the middle of March, we're at 400 videos or more. and we'll be at 500 videos, maybe even 600 videos by the end of March. So there's a lot of videos, a lot of people watching stuff, a lot of things causing watch hours to go up. And then, of course, once we get monetized, we'll keep growing the channel, but the watch hours will take care of themselves then. We don't have to playlist as much then. Once we're monetized, we can just do lives when we can, do videos, put videos on of the different things that we're helping, and you can see who's helping what, and it's going to be amazing. If I give money to Africa, my pastor in America will give me videos or pictures or different things. I'm going to demand it. If I send money, I want to see some results of what we're doing with the money, and that I can get some of that posted so people see what's going on in Africa. And I'm going to connecting with Big Banana. We're going to connect with some others, and we may be able to help in those areas by next year or at the end of this year. So we'll see. It's a big mission, okay? There's a lot here. It's really good. You got to remember, this is something that everyone has to understand. This is just the beginning. This is only 2 months. What happens when this is 5 years old? How many things are we helping? It's going to be way more than I could have done with cookies, okay? That's going to be 10, 20 times more than I can do with any kind of other kind of fundraising. So you don't know where this channel is going to be in 5 years. I've heard some people say they're pulling in thousands a month. You know, if it's a big channel and things are really going, they're getting thousands a month. And so we're going to have to spend well over half to 3/4 of that every month. And if we can't spend it that month, we'll spend it the next month on something bigger or better. But, you know, so that's why you got to plan ahead, because you don't know where it's going to be down the road. So I'm going to have some personal people here that will help me. And then I will have people that I'm connected to either on WhatsApp or through email or something else. And they can be my online team where they can give me ideas, or in a live. If you give me an idea on the comments and I'm going to write it down, or I'm going to screenshot it, or I'm going to do something to make sure I get that. Okay. And so you guys don't really, I'm thinking big, but God, no limits on God. Okay. That's what our church taught us in America. And if we put limits on it, it'll stop right there. We put a cap on it, that's where it's going to stop. And I want this channel to keep growing. So I'm not going to do subscribers only for my lives. No, I want new people to see what we're doing. Okay. And that way they can subscribe. Because, you know, I understand why people do that. It keeps the trolls out. But we need to keep growing. At least for the next 3 or 4 years, we got to keep growing. And then we'll see where we go from there. We'll see where it goes. Awesome, awesome. That's great. Cross connecting with each other. That's good. I didn't even realize it. We're over an hour. We are somewhere getting close to 2:30. Next 10 minutes, unless of course we have a surge, then I'll stay. We've been having a lot of the moderators in today. We've had some new people though, and every single new person that came in is subscribed, I do believe. So that's good. That's a beautiful thing. And there makes a difference, okay? And we're just doing this for a lot of different reasons. First of all, I'm so comfortable in front of the camera, I don't even know how long I've been here. I know my throat's dry, so if my throat's dry, it must be over an hour, because my throat doesn't get dry the first half hour. I know that. And I appreciate everybody that's been here today. It's been one of those days. It's going to be a late night one tonight, okay? So if you're used to 7:30, it's not happening, okay? I am almost 100% certain, unless it's raining, I am going to the prayer meeting at the church. I don't care if it's just me and Pastor. We're going to be there. We're going to pray. Either way, we're going to do it. But yeah, it may be 5 people there. There may not. I don't know. The ladies are coming over here, so they may not go to it. But I'm going to it. I want to pray for the channel. I want to pray for a couple people in the church that have been sick. And so I'm going to go over there, leave here around 6 o'clock, I think. Maybe 10 after 6, and walk my way over there. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I should be home by 8 o'clock, and then I've got to have a snack, relax a little bit, and then I'll pound out a live between 8:30 and 9, probably. 8:30 and 9:30. If it's crazy, we may go later. My wife doesn't normally come in the bedroom until after 10 o'clock anyway, so that'll work out perfect. Yeah, it's a motorcycle that went through. That's a big one. You don't normally see the 175s or 200s here. Normally, people have the souped-up 150s motorbikes, but there's no real reason to have a crotch rocket here, okay? The big ones in America, they don't really have those here. I've seen a couple of them, but these island roads are not designed to go 100 to 100, 150 miles per hour. You could definitely kill somebody really easily here. There's a lot of people here, a lot of people crossing the road manually, so there's no need for those massive motorbikes here. If they do have them, they're probably up by Manila more than they are here. The roads are just not designed to handle it. And they're going to kill somebody with those kind of motorcycles here. A lot of people seem to have 125s, maybe 150s top, and they can go fast. The 150 will still go fast, but they need to watch it around here because there's a lot of kids walking across the street, a lot of different things, and we don't want kids killed, do we? We do not want that. I want kids to be able to live their life and become adults, right? And it's awesome. Things are going fantastic. I've just been doing a lot of planning. I'm going to be doing some searching this weekend for Iligan City to see what is there. I won't help any of that up there until probably fall of this year. So we'll just wait and see. But if there's something up there that I can help with school supplies or help with something else, we'll do that. And so that's going to be awesome. I want you to know some of these ideas. I want you to percolate things in your head, that things that can be done. Like the beautiful lady here that's in India. She needs to, over the next 6 months, you need to be checking around and seeing what's available there, because by next year sometime, we might have money to send money somewhere in other countries, and you got to have an open mind on I'm sure there's like ton of things in India you could give money to, but I need to know what's out there. I cannot research all that myself. If you live there, you need to be able to look something up so I know what's going on. India is such a big country, so many people, but somewhere down the road, we're going to have enough money where we can give money to India. Probably. That's coming. So we got people, supposedly nobody in the room except for the people in the background. The chat's not moving, so this might be a good time for me to get a break. I love you guys. I love all of you. And if we're going to have that going on, we'll call it good for right now. And hi there, Orthodox. Okay, you are in the room at least. It's been very quiet on the things. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. And hi, Cybers. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to have an evening live, but it's going to be late, okay? Expect it to be an hour later than normal, unless something happens. If you see me live, then get on here. But otherwise, I'm thinking it's going to be at 8:30-ish. So I'll see you guys. That's probably about 6 hours from now. I love you guys, and we'll talk real soon. You're all amazing. And double tap the screen and subscribe at the last second if you're coming in. And we're going to head out. Oh, you got a new person here. SPB. I just want to tell you this channel is about helping others. I'm David Barton. I'm in the Philippines full time. And we're going to be helping Philippines and then Africa and beyond, okay? And so it's going to be great. And so I'm heading out right now, but I'll be back in 6 hours, and it's going to be great, okay? So, well, I'll just say thank you for coming in, and have a beautiful day, okay? And I'll be back tonight, and I love you guys. Like and subscribe.